Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to game 4 of Herr Acker versus Lili Vanilli. It's the final game. I think Herr Acker has already won the series. I've seen 2 games and he won both of them decisively, so I assume he also won the 3rd game decisively. In neither of the 2 games that I saw he tried any shenanigans, so I anticipate a pretty standard quick game here. Not too quick because there is a wall between the 2 players, but probably a castle age victory for Herr Acker unless he does something interesting for once. Pushing the deer, and already he is oh no, he has a lot of idle time, so he's not ahead. He's not behind in villages because Lili did loom, but I think he was a bit too focused on pushing the deer because 45 seconds idle time at this point of the game is pretty much a disaster. So he's playing in the red, but we switch him to I don't know, what do we do? Switch him to teal. Let's switch him to teal. Sorry for the color disco here. Teal is easy to see on the map and contrasts better with purple than red. So the map is the walls. So between the 2 players there are these giant stone walls, not controlled by either player, so they have to be battered down if you want to reach the opponent. There's some relics in the center, so one strategy on this map could be to break in early castle age and try to steal the relics away from the opponent. Feudal age aggression doesn't work well on this map because you first have to batter down the walls, so yeah, unless you want to invest some villagers battering down the walls, maybe already in Dark Age, so you can attack in Feudal Age and take the enemy by surprise, but I'm not sure if that's worth it. Probably better to just go fast castle. Lili here bringing in a boar, bringing a second, no, what's, okay, so shooting the boar. She has 5 villages on wood, 6 villages on wood, which would be fine for nomad or islands, but not good at all on a land map where there's nothing you can do with all this wood. So Lili, if you watch this on land maps, you generally only want 3 villages on wood, or maybe depending on your build orders it could be 2 villages or 4 villages. 4 villages usually if you want to go for a drush or maybe a fast castle. Otherwise 3 are sufficient, and some civs like Japanese I think need only 2 because their lumber camps and mills and mining camps are cheaper. With the Byzantines probably 3 is a good number. And Herr Acker now going up super fast with the Khmer. Okay, so maybe finally we see a more interesting strat by Herr Acker, because the Khmer is good for clowning approaches because they don't need buildings to click up to the next age or to build other buildings. But okay, I'm not sure what he's doing here. He will need some wood regardless of what strategy he's going for, so I'm a little bit confused. He doesn't have a lumber camp, he doesn't have a mining camp. Does he want to long distance mine the gold? But okay, maybe, yeah, okay, if it's just about in time, maybe if he now gets the gold in one more journey, he will probably be a little bit late with this villager to get the last 10 gold in. Let's see, yeah, he will be a little bit late. Can't click up straight away. He's also still a little bit short on food. Okay, there's 1 village in the queue, so he wants to click up after this one. So yeah, he will get the gold in just in time for that. But he's lacking the food. I'm not sure if this is working out. I think, yeah, he's 100 food short. So now he's idling the TC. So in the end, Now he's building a mining camp. What? Yeah, so he needed more vills on food. Look at the desperation as he tries to drop off. Come on. Okay, there he's up. So, a bit messy, but still super fast. So from the timing, it would be like he clicked up on maybe 21 vills with some idle time. Yeah. So still quite a fast castle age time. Not crazy fast, but a bit faster than you could do with normal civs. Yeah, with the Khmer, I think you could do a bit faster if you optimize the build order. I think there was some lack of food. Maybe he needed some more on berries, or maybe a single farm. I don't know. It was okay. So now he's going on wood. Maybe he needs even more, because okay, he might just about have enough for a siege workshop once he hits the castle age. I think this mining camp was dropped too early. I think first you should drop the lumber camp and then the mining camp. But yeah, because wood is more important than now. Now he finds out that there's tigers on this map. Look at these ferocious tigers. Oof, being killed by the scout and being luck. Oh no, he attracts the second tiger and he needs to be careful. He doesn't have loom, so there needs to be some micro here, otherwise this 2 more hits and his villager is down. Luckily for Acker there's no other villain, and yeah, the same thing happened to me on this map. I forgot against whom. I think against Freddy actually, where I sent 2 villagers forward without loom, didn't know about the tigers, and then my 2 villagers got mauled to death, and then Freddy was already coming in with some feudal age army, so I had to fall back and build my siege workshop at home. Because I think it was my first game on the wall, so I didn't know about these tigers, and probably the same goes for Herr Acker, although he did fine. Managed to save his villages with some good micro. And now, yeah, I would stay forward and drop a monastery here as well. It's always worth it to collect those relics and maybe get some support units in with the siege, but okay, he's very stretched for resources. But we can see now he's too much gold and not enough wood. And maybe a ram would be worth it here, because the mangonel takes a while to get down these stone walls. Yeah, I think a ram first, and then maybe some scorps, and then a mangonel would be the better way here. But the wall will go down eventually, but in theory this would give Lili enough time to click up to the next age as well. But yeah, her build order was unfortunately not very good for that. I think she doesn't really have a fast castle build order, because otherwise she would be up already with 31 wills. Acker now completely okay. Well, he has 0 villages on food, so yeah, of course he abandoned villages construction creation, but somehow he's lacking wood, and still he's not in, and that's just that's a problem. So against a stronger opponent, Lili now encounters the tigers, but she has loom, so she is fine. Yeah, so I think a ram needs to be built here, or 2 mangonels at least, so because the scorps do not do much damage against the stone wall. But now the scorps come in, and I think, oh yeah, that villager goes down immediately. And let's see what Lili can do. Now the nice thing about just having siege and a scout is that the tigers don't attack you unless you anger them. No, even then. Wow, savage. Poor tiger doesn't know what happens to him. Doesn't aggro against scorpions. And now Lili wants to fight with villagers, but that's not a good idea. Oh, where is she going? Maybe we can see some good ground attacks by Herr Acker. Come on, here, ground attack. It's not looking. I don't know where he's looking, because he doesn't have anything to do at home, because his economy is, well, it's just here, and there's nothing you need to do. And That's Lili just calls it, doesn't want to have the siege train destroy her town. Yeah, that's quite disappointing. I mean, yeah, no fighting spirit there by Lili Vanilli. Just calling immediately as she sees the siege approaching her town. Not much to say. Also, I mean, if you call GG that early, you also don't learn very much because, well, okay, what did you learn in this game? She learned how to build farms and yeah, and how not to do a fast castle. So disappointing end to a disappointing series, but we are already used to that in these lower echelons of the Farmers League. Although, yeah, of course, both players, I mean, they are on third and fourth place at the start of this series. So maybe you would expect a bit more exciting games, but it is what it is, and I'll see you in another series in the next stages of this tournament. At the very least, we saw an interesting strat by Herr Acker, and I would love to see Herr Acker try this type of strategy against some stronger players and see how it performs, because I think this strategy has a lot of potential. It's really good and really fun.